Alrighty, so we've got another session of Curse of Strahd ahead of us. But before we get too far into that, we're going to learn a little bit about who we have at the table. Why don't we start
Yeah,
with
hey
Thresh? Yeah.
everybody. Yeah, it's me, Thresh. I play Father Kelgor, follower of the twins, the true son, um, a Asimar cleric.
I'm Conan. I'm playing Valen. He is a drow shadow magic sorcerer from the Underdark. He was wandering the lands for some time and does so with his Shadowhound companion, Nyx.
I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Jinx. Jinx is a mischievous and curious black-furred tabaxi rogue inquisitive. This week's fun fact about Jinx is his favorite animal is not really an animal, it's dragonfly. They've always captured his attention, their bright colors and how they dart quickly from one spot to another, and he likes to think it's good luck when one crosses his path.
Okay. So, why don't we dive back into the mists? You had interacted with some that's not so good druids at the winery and traveled to the hill that they seem to perform their rituals upon, bury their dead. After some battle there and the recovery of an item of great value, you had traveled back to the winery, delivered the seed, and made your way to Valaki as an escort upon for delivering wines to the village. But as you return to the village, things perhaps were not as they had been left, as you see no sign of Irina. With the threat from the encounter of Strahd, perhaps he would be the one to be taking her. There have been nightmares, of course, dreams, and there's still the favors that you are holding for figures. The second seed in Brez, and travel to the Amber Temple for the Dark Elf Casimir. Or the Dusk Elf, sorry. So, adventurers, what would you like to do?
Do we not have voice links?
No, I'm phasing out captions.
Oh, okay. Muscle memory. um, do my daily morning mage armor first. I'll do that.
Smart.
Let's address the group. What's most important right now?
We could also decide on what's closer, too.
Oh man, was Irina under the bed the whole time?
Would you like to check?
Sure.
No Irina under the
There
bed.
she is. Oh,
Damn.
she's just playing hide and go seek with us.
Fortunately,
Were there?
I was just gonna
We
say,
found a.
unfortunately not.
Yeah, gotcha. We found a couple clues as to where she might have gone. Correct, or
Not particularly. Her portion of the room was left as if she was planning on returning to it.
Hmm.
And the proprietor hadn't had any information about where she might be either, I don't think, when Jinx asked.
No.
Should we check around town
Yeah,
first?
we can ask if anyone heard or saw anything.
Okay. Then I will say you can roll either investigation or persuasion, depending on how you'd like to try and go about your asking the peoples.
1,000% persuasion for me.
I got a 21 investigation.
Okay.
I did not get a 21 investigation.
As your group goes around, it takes some time to talk to people. We'll say that this is the order of about 2 hours of walking around, talking to people to get this information. She had been around a little after you had left, sort of going about, uh, just getting a lay of the town space here. But she has not been seen within the last 3 days or so. And that's when Jinx, you would notice something. Through one of the windows of a shop, this very cramped shop, there's a portico at the entrance and a sign hanging above it that looks like a rocking horse. A bee is engraved on both sides. And you would notice a doll through the dirty glass. It's hard to be certain from this area, but it looks like Irina.
Hey guys,
Is
there's a
Mhm.
doll. There's a doll in that shop. Doesn't it kind of look like Irina?
I would say it does.
That's weird.
Perhaps we
Yeah.
should go look into that.
Does the manufacturer of this doll remind Jinx of the one that's supposed to be in a special pocket in his knapsack?
You don't know.
No?
You can go in and look. You'd have to get a closer look at it. These parts are blocky. So, you head into the store?
I am.
Yeah.
So, stepping through the doors here, you see, of course, the collection of strange toys, um, as well as must be the owner, a heavy-set man, wearing this moth-eaten jester's cap, and uh, you would notice a companion upon his shoulder, a monkey wearing a pink tutu, and as he hears the door open and close, he looks back to you. Oh, welcome, friends, to the house of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy, a little toy for a girl or boy.
I think Valen's looking at the monkey.
We had an inquiry concerning one of your pieces in the window. Our friend absolutely likes it. Could you tell us more about it?
Do you point to the Irina dolls?
Yes. Dolls.
There's two.
There's two.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Then I thought there was only one.
You only saw one from the window, but you would notice that there's two. One is seated fully ready to go. The other one is in the process of being made.
Very well.
Oh, I would go into more information on those, but they are already spoken for.
Well, that's fine. Could you just tell us more about it, perchance?
Roll me a persuasion roll.
You don't want me to do that.
I do want you to do that.
You do want me.
I guess that a conversation about the dolls is no harm, as long as you know they are already spoken for, I guess. These are bespoke toys for the Burgomaster's man, Easy. He gave me a description. He asks for one to be delivered each month, or else much harm will come to my store.
He has multiple of these.
Yes, each one is a better quality than the last, I assure you. I do my best to improve upon my toys. I can show you some of the others wares that are for sale for purposes of making someone happy.
Do you know what he does with so many dolls every month?
I do not ask, no. But he gets a new one each month.
When is he scheduled to pick up his next doll?
Well, he was supposed to come by to pick up this doll that is ready yesterday, but I did not have him stop by. But I am having it ready for him when he comes. Perhaps he's on business from the burgomaster, and I am working on perfecting this one. It is the painting of the features that is the most time consuming. Want to make sure everything is just right.
My
And
friend,
the sewing of the outfits too. We want to make them
of course.
um, movable and but also very pretty to look at when they are still.
You have, my friend, you have extended a kindness to us in showing your passion and creativity of your craft. I would like to extend a kindness from us to you now. Perhaps we can deliver this doll for you
Oh,
so that it would save your regular patron trip and
I
would be it would add some good graces to your shop. I'm sure it would be nice to take one thing off their plate.
I I appreciate your offers. However, I would much rather prefer the doll stay here, as music does make a very regulatory trip here. But if you want to make a delivery, I have something that does need to be delivered.
To Isaac?
Not to Isaac, no, no. Uh, to um, to me.
Delivered to you.
Yes,
And what would that be?
there is a playmaker of great name and renown, Fritz von Weird. He had made his greatest creation, a clockwork man, and well, there is uh I am greatly interested in. I would like to be able to study this invention, to learn of what made Fritz von Weir so great. But I cannot go to pick it up. It would be an expensive trip for me, and business has not been good. But if you could find this and deliver it to me, I could perhaps make you a toy of your dreams, or something else we could work out.
Might I confer with my friends just to see if this is something we could accommodate in our traveling time?
Yes, of course.
Okay, friends, I'm going to be real with you. I don't really care about the toy. However, he seems like he might have information available to us that could be beneficial. This whole Isaac thing stinks.
Great.
He didn't say where we would have to go to get the Clockwork Man, did he?
No, but to be fair, you didn't ask where you'd have to go.
How far of a travel are we discussing on this, my friend?
Not terribly far from here, just towards the east to Castle Ravenloft.
Oh, That sours the mood a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go there.
Is it in the castle itself, or
It is somewhere upon the castle grounds, yes. But I believe that it is in a working condition from everything that I have read for it, that it is there.
Is it the size of an actual man?
Not not from what I've seen. It is smaller than myself, but it is proportion. But please, allow me to show you some of my wares before you leave. I believe you have time to think and of the offer because you seem very busy. I'm quite proud of this one. And he turns and grabs off of one of the shelves a wind-up merry-go-round that plays music. And as he presents it to you, you would notice that the figures upon the top, where traditionally might be dancers of some sort, are snarling wolves that are chasing children.
Is, is this a cautionary toy?
It is meant to cause joy and happiness. If this one is not for you, I have this one. And he grabs a box from another shelf. And you see that as he pulls out of the box this headless doll and a sack of attachable heads. And it is very customizable, and one of the heads that he puts on, you would see it has its eyes and mouth stitched shut.
I think I preferred the first one.
Well, if you would like to purchase it, it is only 9 silver. It is a bit expensive, I know, but as I said, business is not the best.
A Jinx will buy the merry-go-round, sure.
All right.
I have a couple more questions for you, Jinx, as he holds hands over the silver pieces.
I will do what I can to answer them, yes.
Uh, I'm just wondering who is your inspiration for those dolls? And Jinx will motion towards the arena dolls.
It is easy. He has um given me a description of these dolls that he wants made. So each time I make them, and sometimes Isaac gives me a new description, but it always is the same base elements.
And sorry, what is Isaac's relationship to the Burgomaster?
He is one of the higher domain of the Burgomaster. Perhaps even the closest of the higher men. The Burgomaster took him in almost like a son.
above table, the burgomaster's the guy that keeps throwing the wacky festivals, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And he's the same guy that the other chick wanted us to murk.
Yep.
So this Ezek is like
Works for him.
a right hand man of like the burgomaster.
Yep.
And do we know if the burgomaster is for or against Strahd, or is he neutral, or we don't know?
The burger. For what you guys would know is that he's doing this to kind of keep Strahd away, almost.
So he's
The philosophy you've been given is that the burgomaster throws all of these festivals in an effort to keep the spirits high, believing that will keep Strahd away. But you do recall that Lady Watcher, the other lady who wants this guy out, is very pro Strahd.
very, very pro Strahd. Yes, I remember that part. Okay. So one of the guys close to the burgomaster seems to be maybe in the pro Strahd camp.
I'm down above table. I'm down with Isaac. Then I'm not a fan. This seems fucked up and weird. I'm good to just hamstring things a little bit here.
Same.
Yeah.
So we just need to know where Isaac is.
But Will, I do not know exactly where Ezek is.
Oh, sorry, that was above table.
Oh.
So I'll tell you what, things right now for our travel schedule seem a little complicated. However, I am interested in assisting you as you seem kind and genuine, and you seem to do a good service for the group. It might take us some time to get this thing for you to do what you want to do, but I will be sure to keep track of it.
Well,
If that is
yes.
agreeable.
I will say that that is more than what I was expecting when you said that you had tight plans. So yes, I would say that that is acceptable. Would you like a toy? I have unfortunately sold one of the ones I am most proud of, but there are other good ones here. And as he says that, he pulls a ventriloquist doll that looks like Strahd.
I would love that.
It is normally 9 silver pieces. But since you are part of a group that has already made the purchase, I can sell it to you for 8 silver pieces.
I will take you up on that generous sale. Thank you very much, my friend.
Alright, you now have a ventriloquist dummy that looks like
You
Strahd.
bet your ass I do. Is that an item I can search up?
No, it's not an actual item.
Oh, I can't wait. All right, add
I fear that I have given
custom.
too much power to you as a player.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
what have you done?
Oh, buddy.
Oh, I'm excited.
Ventriloquist.
And Romulus
I don't
was
even know
afraid
how to spell
Ras
it.
was going
Oh.
to defend Strahd.
In parentheses, straw.
Oh, this is
How
gonna be
the hell
great.
do you spell ventriloquist?
Here.
I got it.
You sure? Because I was just gonna copy and
I'm good.
paste.
Yeah, I'm just copying, pasting from Google, so we're good.
Yeah. It's French, so blame them.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks so much. Add item. to equipment, please.
You're putting it in your
Actually-
equipment.
No, I'm gonna move it to my backpack. It makes more sense there.
You just go around
It's
with
gonna hang. It's
Strahd
gonna
on your
hang
belt.
off his backpack. He's hanging off my backpack right now.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great.
For 8 silver, the shenanigans are a steal. Art of the deal, baby.
Oh man. So, do you do anything else in the store?
Nope.
All right. Then, as you're on your way out, be well and do remember, is no fun, is no Blinsky.
You got it.
All right.
Of course it is. So, friends, plans here, I believe. What if we go beat the Burgomaster? He seems to. We have a decent reputation with him. We can ask him about his right hand man and get some information from that.
That makes sense.
All right, Faye, make it happen, please.
Make it happen. Damn.
Make it happen, please.
Alright, let me. Do I have Burgomaster? There it is.
Burgermaster soundscape.
Shh.
It's the evolution of the Hamburglar soundscape. Robble, robble.
I hate it here.
Well,
I should not have given you that puppet.
yeah, that's your mistake.
Yeah, so you can make it to the Burgomaster's mansion here. Just pop that up. Actually, I'm gonna pause before I pop that up. So that way I can just do a quick little. This. Alright, so, yeah, you can make it to the Burgomaster's house, mansion. These plastered stone, walls displaying scars where the plaster has been neglected, fallen away from age. You would notice the drapes on every window, including the large arch opening of the double door, the doubled entrance doors.
Should we go and just knock?
See why not?
Sure.
I'm going to knock on the door.
Alright, so as Valen steps up to knock on the door, there is almost an immediate answer as as you see a woman open the door.
We've come to visit the burgomaster. Is he here?
Oh, yes, please, come this way and I will escort the bag.
Give a nod.
So, mm, so as you are walked through the house, it is not terribly far that you are escorted. Make sure that I erase instead of paint.
Got that crow.
No, you guys will stop hearing the crow once I change that you're inside.
Interesting.
Away. Start in the room that you go into.
What's all over the floor? Is it bundles of wood?
Yeah, leftover bundles of wood from the most recent festival that you had. The making of the sun. So, you are escorted into this room. Let's just do that. It's filled with padded chairs and couches. It's cozy. This carpeted den of it. Though the room does reek of pipe smoke. And there is on the eastern wall the head of an angry looking bear mounted. As you are waiting for the burgomaster, what would you like to do? Do you have conversations?
Need a point of order of how we intend to approach this.
Why are we looking for Ezek?
That is the question that I'm trying to find out so we all have the same story. Perhaps we heard concerns and reports of activity in town, and considering he's there regularly, we would like to have his opinion on that. Does that sound agreeable?
That sounds good. What if the burgomaster's like, oh, well, why don't you just tell me about them?
We can figure something out from there, but we really are just trying to get more opinions on the matter, and we have such a trusted individual that follows in the town.
Yeah. The only other thing I thought of is what if we lie and say that we have a delivery for him?
Mm.
But the shopkeeper didn't know where it was headed, but he was late picking it up, so the shopkeeper wanted to make sure he received
I
it.
I'm not sure if throwing the shopkeeper under the bus in this instance is a good idea. But he genuinely seems his works are eclectic, but he does seem like a good person.
True.
We'll say if both those methods fail, I will just tell them the blunt truth.
Very well.
Oh, you know what? That might not be a bad idea, because if the burgomaster's not a fan of a certain individual, and the guy that works for him is a super fan of a certain individual, maybe he
Potentially.
would like to know that.
Potentially.
And I can handle the talking if you need me to.
Okay. If you would like, I feel like that's the healthiest progression on this. If we want to go about it that way, then by all means.
You'll get no arguments from me.
And I'll say I'm quite recovered from yesterday.
That's good.
Okay. So, as you have this conversation, it's a few minutes before the burgomaster comes in. Perfect. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Good. So, you let me show a picture of what he looks like. As he steps in, looks at the group of you gathered, you were asking for my presence. And then notices, of course, you, Mulgrave, or savior of the festival, the sun. What can I do for you?
I'll give him a slight bow and motion to my friend.
First off, thank you for meeting with us on such short notice. But Burgomaster, I imagine you don't get too many of us outsiders in your city.
Please, call me Barry.
Very well, Baron. There's a matter of urgency that we wanted to bring to your attention.
What sort of urgency are we speaking of?
I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off here. One of our companions has gone missing, and we believe your second in command, Ezek, has something to do with it.
And why would you think this? Do you have proof?
The proof is in Blinsky's shop. There are dolls there. Well, a doll that looks very eerily similar to what she looks like. And apparently, Blinsky has said he's made many of them for Ezek.
That is no proof that a crime has been committed. You bring suspicion, but no evidence.
Well, I assume that he stays here, yes?
And why do you wish to know where he stays?
So that's probably where he keeps his multitude of dolls, is in his room.
He is allowed to have whatever it is. The possession of a doll does not mean the same as a possession of a person.
The doll that looks exactly like our missing companion. Right down to the features.
Again, you come with suspicion, but no evidence.
And if we were to bring this evidence to you?
If you were to bring evidence to me, then perhaps we can see what it is that you are looking to achieve here, but I will not allow you to stand in this space and disrespect someone that I have taken in as a son, as that is a disrespect to me. And then turns very specifically to Mograine after this. Was there anything else you needed?
Sorry, I thought I had more time. I ran to the restroom. No, sir. That is going to be all. Thank you very much for your time and your patience.
Before we go, can I insight check the burgomaster?
What are you wanting to achieve?
I don't know. I have a. I should have asked him where he was.
I mean, you can go ahead and roll
Oh,
an
I-
insight check still. It's just, I asked that question to give you an idea of what sort of answer you might receive.
Okay, let me roll insight. Get my mouse to work. Insight.
With an 8 insight, he just seems ready to have you out of the house.
I'm sure he is.
He actually will call forth for one of the figures here to escort you out. As you leave, you would notice immediately right behind the door 2 massive dogs that were kind of sort of just laying waiting.
As we leave off the premises, Mograine's going. So I feel as though we had a plan. We had a plan A, B, and C, and we skipped right to C.
Yeah.
I. Okay. Just so as long as we're all on the same page.
All right.
He's clearly blind to reason when it comes to Ezek if he sees him like a son.
Caleb is frustrated.
Can I search around the grounds sneakily
Yeah, for
to see if
sure.
I can discern anything interesting that might tell me where he's at?
Go ahead, give me a stealth.
All right, I can't roll below a 10, so that's actually a 21.
Yeah, as you look around the grounds, there are, of course, the gardens in the back. You can peer through some of the windows and see um, a kitchen, a servant's quarters, a dining room. Um, there is what looks to be a massive chimney along the western side of the building. Goes up uh, throughout the areas of the house. The ground floor, the upper floor, and then as you peer back, what looks to potentially be attic space. You would, of course, have seen people around the ground floor windows, but no easy.
Okay, I reconvene with the others. I just shake my head.
I feel it would be troublesome to find another lead to get the information we're looking for. Perhaps we can ask around town if anyone knows where he resides.
All right. I will ask for investigation or persuasion checks as we're on town.
Ugh.
Mine will be a 13.
It's hard to get people to open up about someone as feared as easy. Takes a bit of time for any information to find its way to your group.
Is that the guy we beat up?
Huh?
Is that the guy we beat up? I'm just having a moment.
Yeah, with the massive arm. Um, the demon arm.
Oh shit. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
So, while Isaac may be, you know, not too much of a challenge to you guys, we're dealing with commoners and non-combatants for the most part. But, uh, no, you do get a confirmation of suspicions. Isaac does have his residence within the Burgomaster's mansion. But you'd also learn that he is really only there um, during the night hours, unless on special order from the Burgomaster. Otherwise, he spends his day on the uh, streets of the town with either patrols or, again, carrying out the Burgomaster's orders.
If we do run into him, he's not gonna be happy to see us.
Valen could care less.
That's fair.
Oh, I don't care that he's unhappy with us, but we might have an altercation to deal with, just so as we're all prepared. I think this is the same guy that we ran into when we were letting the bard escape with his tiger.
Okay. So, do you try now to specifically search for Isaac?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Investigation rolls.
Oh. So close.
Perhaps you should use the new Sweet Summer subscriber dice. Maybe that'll help you.
Maybe.
Oh, you spend even more hours now that you've searched the information to try and find Isaac on the streets. You scour Valaki over, and you don't see him. It's unusual, given what you've heard.
Taylor just has a feeling he's still in that mansion.
You want to try raiding the place?
I'm actually considering it.
You don't have to raid. You've got a cat burglar.
Yeah.
If you need something burgled, point me in a direction.
I will vote to have Jinx try and get in and sneak around the mansion.
I mean, Jinx is already snug about the mansion, so it's just about
Besides,
getting inside.
could could I tell from my reconnaissance where the bed chambers were?
There were um servants' bedchambers on the first floor. Uh, they were right here at this window that you'd seen them.
Okay, and how there was another level above this one,
Mm-hmm. And then what looked to
and then an
be
attic.
an attic. Yep.
So presumably the non-servant bed chambers would be on the upper level. Is there anything on the outside of the house that is climbable? Is there like a nice handy tree adjacent to it?
Uh,
Or
none really. There's some bushes and whatnot. But unlike, the Watcher house that is covered in overgrowth, this one is just sort of fallen apart.
falling apart in a way that is climbable?
Falling it apart in a way that is the plaster on the walls is starting to peel away.
Ah, no decorative ivy.
No decorative ivy. He's got that clean girl aesthetic, but like hasn't maintained it.
I don't have much respect for this guy. Um,
Maybe you look around the outside and see if there's another way in.
There's the chimney.
that's what how would one get up to the chimney?
Climb the stone that the chimney's made out of. There is also a back door to the kitchens.
Features and traits. The other thing I'm considering doing is breaking into the servants' bedchambers and dressing like a servant, but I'm pretty sure I'm the only tabaxi in Barovia. So I don't think just dressing like a servant is gonna make me able to pass off, hey, I belong here.
Yeah, unfortunately, you only do that once in a campaign ever.
Oops. One and done.
No more servants and making it work.
That's fine. The first time was perfect. I was trying to see if I had a climb. Oh, I do have a climb speed.
Yeah, so you can just climb wherever.
Okay, well, can I? Okay, can I just try and see if I can peek into one of these upper windows?
Sure. So just need to mark windows real quick.
Maybe like directly over the servants' bed chambers or something.
All right. So most of the windows, so all the ones that are on the southern and then the double on the side, just show a hallway with rooms, and you don't see into the rooms. You just see the blockage of the walls off the rooms. Um, this one that is around the corner but closest to the servants' quarters shows what looks to be a master bedroom. What else can you see from the window? Um,
So many crows.
there are so many crows. So
Yeah.
the from the what you can see in the master bedroom, there is a lot of color that has bled away over time, become faded and dull. Um, and there is a pull string that you can see.
Oh, presumably leading up to the attic.
Perhaps.
Is there anyone in the master bedroom from what I can see from the window?
You see a woman in the master bedroom in what looks to be a dressing gown.
Okay, so maybe I don't climb into this window.
The
Okay.
There is another bedroom in the other window that you would see. It is handsomely appointed with a canopied bed and a full-length mirror. Um, that's all you see from this area.
Doesn't appear occupied.
Nope.
Okay, above table. Am I going in? Myself?
Are you?
You look down and Mograin's giving you 2 thumbs up.
Okay. Can I try and get in this window?
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand check, and
If you hear anything wrong, we'll be right behind you.
That's actually an 18.
let me hear these things first.
If it helps, I do have a crowbar.
No, an 18 will get you in. I just wanted to erase the dots.
Okay.
They were annoying me.
Okay, you know what? I respect that.
It's not like my snail army. That's different. So yeah, this room is empty, and you would notice that there is also this low-rise library of sorts, the bookshelf, and a sort of quick glance at the titles there show that they are Barovian fables and fairy tales, mythology, heraldry, innocuous subjects.
Could I take one of the books?
Sure.
Was the Barovian fables and mythology, was that one volume or multiple volumes?
The fables are one section, mythology is a separate section. Like, there's titles that have different things that fall into that, so. If you want something Barovia specific, it'd probably be either the fables and fairy tales, the heraldry, and I guess some of the mythology is Barovia specific, but that's also just kind of
I'll
mythology.
take the fables and fairy tales. And is there a nightstand or any like a desk with drawers or anything?
Um, there is a nightstand, but it doesn't seem to have drawers.
Okay. No great shelving unit that has a bunch of Garita dolls on it.
Nope.
Are there paintings on the walls that would indicate to me whose bedroom this is?
Nope. It's just a
No, it's very
very
nondescript.
it's just a very sparse but handsomely appointed room.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming the door is closed.
Yes.
Can I can I crack it open to see if there's anyone out in the hallway?
Sure.
And to see what I can see of the hallway.
At this time, you do not see anyone in the hallway.
Okay. Can I sneakily walk down the hall and listen at the door to my left if I am facing south? So essentially the door to my right of my token.
Okay. Yeah. Give a listen. Roll me a perception.
Okay. It's a 22.
It is still and quiet. And while you may not have been trying to hear the sounds from the other room, you can hear behind you a sort of heavy huff. Uh, and you've spent enough time around animals that you could probably equate that sound to one of those massive mastiffs you'd seen downstairs earlier in the room behind
And
you.
that's behind the door to the left of my token. Great. Can I try and quietly crack the door open to not that room, but the one on my right?
You try, but that door is locked.
Maybe it's locked because he's not there and he didn't want it going in there. May I try to pick the lock quietly?
Sure. Roll me a sleight of hand check to pick the lock.
Okay, this dog's gonna just have me for breakfast, I think, but we'll see. 21.
Okay. So, you pick the lock, and I'm assuming you try and slip inside before the dog can notice you.
Oh, yep.
All right, cool. So, as
Hope
you
no one's in here.
as you slip in, closing the door behind you quickly enough so that way the dog may not catch sight of an intruder. The first thing that hits you is the fact that you are not alone in this room. As you see the familiar form of Ezek. However, as your panic sits for a second, you soon realize a few other details. The stench of decay that is starting to become apparent from the body that is rotting. The body of Ezek. But besides that, there are, of course, dozens of dolls. Pretty little dolls, light skin and auburn hair. Dressed beautifully are some of them. Dressed plainly are others. Some dolls are on the long bookshelf, others arranged in neat rows upon mounted shelves of the wall, others piled atop the bed, and there a heavy wood chest carrying even more. And just like the one from the store, they all look like Irina. Though some of them seem to be blood spattered.
Okay, that's a lot of information to take in all at once. Can I tell how he died / how long he has been deceased?
Medicine check.
Well, that's a 10.
He's been dead for long enough that the body is starting to smell and is cold. So probably not recently. And he died quite violently. Looks like his throat was ripped out.
But by an animal?
Can't tell with a
I
10.
don't know. Okay. Can I check his person and any drawers or desk surfaces that's not covered by dolls to see if there's any indication as to whether he knew where Irina was before he perished?
Give me an investigation.
That's 19.
As you're looking around, no written documentation, though you do find something on the bed. You find a strand of auburn hair, about the same length of what Irina's was. She was here.
Okay. Above table, is there anything else you guys want me to look into that I'm forgetting?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Should I keep checking the house to see if Irina's still here?
I mean, we don't know this, but if he's dead, then I I just doubt that she might be there if he's dead.
Maybe she killed him and escaped.
She's on the run, which is why she's not come back to be in.
Yeah, she's on the lam because she doesn't want to get arrested for murdering the burgomaster's adopted son. Part of me wonders though if she's in here somewhere. Although, like, I wish I could tell how he died.
I mean, you know that he had his throat ripped out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it was one of the mastiffs.
Maybe.
But why would the mastiff attack one of the family members? Can I tell anything about the nature of his devilish arm? But what's that all about?
Um, Sure, yeah. Roll me a Arcana check on that.
That's an 8.
The only thing you can really tell about the fiendish arm is that it seems to grow into normal skin at like the shoulder area on his right arm. Almost like a arm graft instead of just a skin graft.
This might be weird, but can I take the strands of hair that I found?
Yeah.
Um, and can I take? Is there a doll that I see that looks closest to how I remember Arena looking presently? Like it's maybe one of the more recently constructed ones.
Well, so the way that she looks is much the same. Like some of the older looking dolls, based on like the dust that is collecting on them, show perhaps a more youthful visage. Um, but more of like the closer interpretations aren't really like closer, they're just better quality from Blinsky doing the same doll over and over and over again. So you can grab one of the better quality ones, but don't know quite how recent it is.
All right, guys, am I booking it?
That's up to you. I think you grab and go, but
That's that's what I would like to do. But yeah. Uh okay. After you've picked a lock, is there any way to relock it?
As long as you don't like entirely break the lock when you pick it, yeah. Like if you're doing like the shoddy locks where the guy can pick them with the chewed up can, no. But like fantasy locks where it's, cool, sure, why not? Sleight of hand check.
Okay. That's 26.
Cool. What's your passive perception, Jinx?
God.
enough.
My passive perception is 18.
You hear the click of the lock in place just as you hear the click of a door beginning to open behind you.
Can I can I move to the door to the room I came in?
I'm going to ask for a straight dexterity check to see how quick you are with this.
That's a natural 20 for a 25.
Yeah, you book it to that door, and well, you don't hear the sounds of heavy paws on your trail, so you think perhaps you've gotten there in time to not hit any clock.
I had to take a half a second to lean against the door and just breathe a quiet sigh of relief, and then I move quickly over to the window to try and get out of this house.
Give me a stealth roll.
So that'll be a 21.
All right, yeah, you climb out the window and down to your friends without getting too much notice, you believe.
Okay, guys. Found out some things that are interesting and also kind of
Do tell.
frustrating. And then I let them know.
All right, you guys are all up to speed.
Interesting. Do you
Yeah.
still have that one doll?
Oh yeah, I took this doll, and then I took this book. That's mainly for me or us, maybe later. I don't know if it has anything interesting in it. And also, uh, here's Irina's hair. I don't know if anyone can use it to help locate her, but I thought I may as well take it since it's in there. Is that weird? I don't know.
Perhaps we bring this back to our toy maker friend and show them what is happening to their work and show them that this is based off of a real person. Perhaps then they can find it in their ways to assist us.
So, sorry to go back for a brief moment, where Jinx said, I found this, is that weird about the hair? And then Caitlin, you scratched your nose. I thought for a moment it was still in character and Jinx was smelling the hair.
Is this weird? Mm.
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
realize she uses Garnier fruit.
I know that it's not. I know that it's not, but my brain for a
No,
second.
he didn't. He's not going to be smelling the hair. He's not Niles, and Irina's not Daphne. I just have an itchy nose.
That's what they all say. Tell it to the judge.
You gotta catch me first.
We just did. We caught you sniffing it.
I'm pretty sure I got out of there scot-free.
Sniff,
Ugh.
sniff.
I'm sorry. Just I had to share that thought.
Thanks. Okay. Now it's out
Put it
there
on the
now,
board.
and I can't do anything about it.
Jinx smells people's hair. Put it on the board.
Does Jinx share the part of Ezek's throat being ripped out?
Oh yeah, I would have said that.
Okay.
Well, I believe we should go about trying to discuss this with the toy maker again. I believe that is our best angle.
Yes. I will also say there was one of those big dogs in the room across the hall from the one that had Isaac's rotting corpse in it, which was pretty whiffy, I'll say. And the dog didn't seem bothered at all. You'd think a dog would be upset that one of its masters was dead in the next room, but he seemed fine with it from what I could hear.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, the body was only
So,
starting to smell, so maybe they don't,
confirming, you said Isaac's dead.
Like, super dead. Yeah.
Like crazy dead.
Like could not be more dead. Throat gone.
How recently did it look?
Eh.
Eh?
He was cold and he was starting to smell. That's all I got.
Okay, so a good while. At least a couple weeks. Which there's no way that the Burgermaster wouldn't know about this.
No, you'd think he'd know, yeah. Although we saw, how long ago was it? We just saw him not that long ago, and when we, you know, knocked him unconscious. So he was presumably, I don't remember either of us, any of us ripping out his throat. So he was presumably still living after that. So it happened between then and now.
Balin, would you like to make a medicine roll here real quick?
Okay, another one.
I said Valen, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you.
Rolled off a 20, man.
Oof, unfortunate. Yeah, the math in here. Me knowing facts.
Stop that.
The rolls. Fuck that shit.
I guess, yeah. Unless we want to confront the Burgomaster again, but I don't
I feel like
see
we
where
can
that would get us.
work our way to that.
Yeah, I guess see where that would get us at this point. Maybe, like you said, Mograine, the toy maker, Blinsky.
He's no fun, he's no Blitzky.
Get that. All right, we'll make it so.
Cool. You go back to the shop, but at this point it is past operating hours and the store is locked up. What do you do now?
Like knock.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
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 Is there a come in, we're open, sorry, we're closed sign?
Is there a little clock that says we'll be back at?
No, it doesn't say that. Like, all the windows to the shop are, like, drawn shut, and then the door's just locked.
Do you think maybe there's correspondence from Ezek in there?
Maybe, I don't know. And while this discussion is happening, Valen is still thinking worst case scenario.
What would be the worst case scenario, Bailey?
That Strahd has Irina. Don't know too many other things that can rip throats out like that. But he's just thinking it. He's not saying anything.
Maybe Strahd got jealous of this guy's obsession with Irina.
And say that out loud.
Does Jinx say that out loud? Sure.
I feel he did imply something when he talked to us in the forest.
Maybe we'll get to see that clockwork man sooner than we thought.
I'm just thinking it, but the way you described the throat, don't think there's too many creatures that can do that.
Oh yeah, my first thought was the dog. Or maybe like a wolf or something, but you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
But do you think that you are ready to face Strahd? If he truly is the one that has Irina?
No. That's Caitlin and Jinx.
Do recall that you have the potential to get more allies or more power. You have uh, Casimir, who wishes to go to the Amber Temple. You have the seed that comes from Berez that may give you more favor with Davy and the Were Ravens. And perhaps there are figures of your destiny still out there waiting for you. But as we can sit and chew on those thoughts, we'll take our mid-session break here, come back in a few minutes, and we'll see what you guys want to do. Alrighty, so we come back to adventurers with the potential that Strahd might have Irene. What is it that you would like to do?
What time of the day is it?
Evening time. It's
Evening.
yeah.
5:05. We just missed them.
The doors to this shop are shut, so it is past operation hours. You do still have rooms at the Blue Water Inn if you'd like to go there and talk plans, ideas. You don't have to, but I am offering that as a area that might provide you more security than out on the streets.
Unless if it's getting evening time and we decide to go out of the city, they're not going to let us back in.
You got
So
a
I'd like,
free week of board, right? From the from Mograin's wheeling and dealing.
Mhm. Oh yeah, we do have it for free. That is true.
I say we go back to the inn.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Alright. Back to the inn we go. And back to the inn we arrive. So,
Mm.
at your rooms, assuming that you stop and take some dinner below, again, baseline of beet soup and bread, uh, wolf steaks for an extra charge, wine for an extra charge. But you can easily get back to the rooms that you are keeping for your time here. Again, greeted by Irina's item as if she had just stepped out. What do you do now that you are back in your rooms?
These last 2 days have been a lot.
This country is bleak and sad. I do not wish to be here much longer.
I think we can all say that.
Yep.
Before we talk plans, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as we're just idly chatting, Jinx is laying on his belly with his head near the foot of the bed, and he's reading the book that he pilfered from the burgomaster.
Before we talk plans of what we're going to do, I think there's another matter that we need to discuss and get out of the way.
Please, by all means.
I'm sure you're very aware of my, how do I describe them? Outbursts yesterday.
Yeah.
There's nobody outside of my homeland that knows what I'm about to tell you, and you're going to be the first non-drowned to know what I tell you. So there is reasoning for what happened. But before I tell it, I want your word that what I tell you here does not leave this room.
I have no one to spread your secrets to.
Jinx will put the book away. Yeah, I won't. I won't tell anyone.
It is not a secret that I am a drow. I am from the Underdark. This should be pretty obvious. But the way our specific society where I'm from operates is a little bit different from what other societies act like. Where I'm from, we have all the, what's the term I'm looking for? It's like a normal city, but the nobility controls everything. There are certain noble houses overseen by either king or queen that handle different entities. I am part of that nobility. Our house specifically deals with dark magic, which is specifically shadow magic. But the point I'm trying to get to is for some time, I have been looking for a way to free our homeland from a cursed rule. Normally, you have a normal succession of kings and queens, but lately it has not been the case. You have a council that usually acts more of advisors to whoever is in charge, but something has happened and I do not know what. All of a sudden, they are now choosing people from the houses at random. And when you sit on our throne, it quite literally kills you. You rot from the inside out. I was to be next in line, but I did what no other of our society has done, and I escaped. And ever since, I have been searching for a way to free my land from rule. Cursed rule. And the other night, when I was grabbing for my head, it's very obvious I was trying to grab at a crown that wasn't there. And then the second incident was a gravestone with my family's name and the visage of that crown on it. So I had a feeling this was going to come out sooner or later. But you can officially call me Prince Valen Nectaris.
I'm glad to know of your official titles. However, as you ask that it does not leave this room, I will continue to call you Valen.
It's appreciated. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you for trusting us with that information. I'm sure it wasn't easy to share.
I was hoping to keep it a secret for much longer, but with these outbursts, if there were more of them, I think it would have been difficult to keep it that way.
Visitors to this land seem rare, so hopefully, hopefully you won't be pursued here.
I certainly hope not. It doesn't seem like, for the moment, it doesn't seem like it. I guess we always have to keep our head on a swivel here now.
Good call.
At any rate, now that that is out of the way, what do you suppose we do tomorrow?
I believe best bet is to get in contact with the toy maker, see if he knows any information potentially about Isaac and what he was doing. It seems as though the burgomaster knows something. So if the toy maker does not know anything, we can take what we have to him. We have evidence. We have proof. He has nowhere to run, and I believe that that would be our next best bet. It seems that that is our avenue for finding out what makes the most sense.
Yeah. The evidence we have was not lawfully gained.
Remind me,
I go ahead.
Jinx did steal one of the dolls from the room, right?
I did, yeah.
We can, thinking if we can get that other doll from Blinsky, then that's multiple, and I don't think the burgomaster could deny it at that point.
That is true. Perhaps we can ask him for that. Also, I don't believe we are law enforcement and we have to abide by any legal codes. Uh, Nor do I think many things in this country follow legal codes.
I want you guys to remember that the burgomaster is a person that you know locks people in the stockades just because they don't have fun.
Well, yeah, but
I
he's
don't
just one guy and
think
we're three guys.
I don't think that he's what you might call logical.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Fate, we have to give him due process.
If
You just said we were law enforcement. So why do we have to give him due process?
He wouldn't give you guys due process.
Now you're playing devil's advocate, yeah.
And everyone said one thing, so I said another, and then everyone immediately flipped, so I had to say the other thing, and now I'm confused.
And another point, he didn't say that the dolls were bad. He just said the dolls weren't evidence. So.
Yeah, if he's covering up the fact that his adopted son is deceased, I don't know exactly what we're gonna.
With the dolls.
I don't know what we're gonna accomplish by going back there and confronting him with this information.
If we know you know something, you tell us what you know.
If Rita was in this house, where did she go?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you got to do something. And if he doesn't, he knows he's going to get a whooping.
Jinx is also confused. Um, but that's okay.
Any more discussions of your plans for the coming day, or would you like to bed down, please?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to bed down for the night.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
So, as you rest, Mogreen, you hear
Here.
a voice. Soft, but clear enough to your ears as it asks a single question. Do you know the sun's bleed?
of course.
Then do you know that the blood runs dry?
Bogray will contemplate this.
I know a way to replenish the blood.
Bogray will look around his room a bit.
The room looks as it did when you had laid down for the evening. You see Valen trancing, Jinx asleep, the empty bed that was Ariana's. Nothing seems out of place.
He will continue to contemplate his thoughts with whatever is in his mind at the moment.
Go to the ruins. You can replenish the blood there.
He will make a mental note.
Mm. Nothing else goes on in the evening. You all can press your long rest buttons. So morning comes and you're all still alive.
Well, that's good to know. Didn't know the alternative was an option that I had to worry about.
Would I kill you in your sleep?
I fully thought that's friggin' doll was going to be under the bed when I looked under it for Irina. I'm not looking under the bed this morning.
No,
Just to
don't
say
worry
the
about it.
mystery.
That doll appears when it appears.
In the bathroom.
Is at the
Yeah.
table waiting for you for breakfast.
Is hanging out at the sink holding your toothbrush.
Okay.
Still going to see the toy maker, or are we doing something else?
I believe that's the right move.
Okay. As you return to Linsky's workshop, you arrive and the doors are open this day. Linsky will. Oh, welcome. You return. Oh, I have toys if you would like. Ones that are different, and pulls out a gallows set. And look, it is operational. And pulls a lever, and the trapdoor allows for the weighted hanged man to drop down and swing. See, it is fun, no?
That's pretty sick.
Is no fun. Is no Blinsky.
You're goddamn right.
Now, is that interchangeable with the dolls without the heads?
No, not for this one. Though perhaps I could make something similar. And you can start see him grab a journal and start noting things down amongst the scribbles that are already there.
Coming soon in the gallows line, the guillotine.
Yeah, essentially. But you are back so soon. Was there a toy not to your liking? Or did you like the toy so much you would like another? I can do custom work, as you know.
Uh, we come bearing news, actually. Uh, and who's carrying the Irina doll?
I believe that is available. No, it was, Jinx
Jinx?
had it last.
I'll motion
Yeah.
to Jinx if they could present the doll. It seems as though uh, Isaac has not been kind with the toys you've been creating.
As he, as you hand it to the toy maker, it is, nothing that a bit of water and fresh paint could, maybe even a new dress. But it would be good. There's no.
Well, I have more news. You might not need to repair or make any more. It seems as though Isaac, somebody was not too gentle with him either.
I do not understand who would do such a thing.
That's what we were hoping you might shed some light on. It seems you've had a regular occurrence with Isaac. We were wondering if you knew of anyone or anything that might wish him harm or would lead to a negative position to find himself compromised in such a way.
As you say this, you would notice that his face sort of drops a bit. He, I appreciate that you think so highly of me that I would have these answers for you, but not a socially wealthy, one might say. I did have a recurring visit from Isaac. Yes, Isaac comes in with threats and demands and leaves with very little words. And no one else really comes in at
Can I insight check him?
all. Yeah, roll an insight check.
It's a 24.
He's very sad and very lonely. I'm very excited that you guys had purchased toys and then come here and he's unable to help. It makes him more sad. It reminds me how lonely he is.
We're sorry to be the ones to bring you this news. I know he was a regular customer, despite how prickly he may have been.
It is no big loss. Egypt did not pay, and yes, it is one less face that will come in. But well, I do look forward to hopefully you bringing that delivery. Maybe with some guidance from the works of Von Weir, I be able to bring better joy, more fun, make people more happy. I'm sorry to have disappointed you.
No, by all means.
And he'll hand back the Irina doll that you had passed his way.
We will do what we can to right this. Hopefully, as things in this town progress, people will be more open to experiencing fun rather than being forced to partake in fun. And you will have more customers and company.
Yes. I just want people to be happy. I wish to spread joy through the toys I make. I like to make fun.
I understand that.
So, you're allowed to stay in the shop as long as you want. Blinsky does not tell people to get out of the shop. Uh,
He just no loitering signs anywhere to be seen.
there are distinct lacks of no loitering signs.
Loitering, welcome.
Yeah, essentially.
Please loiter.
Please later, I'm desperate.
God, just hang out.
I'll pay you out of my failing business.
Oh, this guy makes me sad.
I love him. Man's just morbid.
Well, let's go beat up a burger master. I dine with a clown. You can feast with a king. Am I right?
0 to 11, I guess.
This is not going anywhere where I expected it to. Alright, cool. Yeah, you can go beat up a Burger Master if you want.
Isn't that forwarding the agenda of the lady we don't like?
Yeah. Pro Strahd move right there.
We don't necessarily have to kill him. Just, ask him questions, maybe rough him up. Stuff like that.
Then maybe we get run out of town and lose our free room.
To be fair, do we really want to be staying around this town forever?
I'd rather not camp in the wilderness.
You do have
When you put it
the
like that.
you do have the Vistani camp that's outside, but then you have to deal with Dusk Elves that, you promised to take to the Ember Temple. Or at least their leader you promised to.
Yeah, was there a time limit on that?
He did
if
ask
we say, hang on, we're just gonna do one thing and we'll be
You
back real
did
quick,"
you
and then we
did
never
say, yeah, just hang out, we'll be back, and then you've never come back. And that might come back to bite you.
We're going to get some smokes. Hang on.
Here's $5. Get your mom something pretty. Never comes back.
I don't want to keep that one waiting too long.
the episode where I fell asleep because it was 1 a.m. or whatever for me. So I'm gonna blame my poor memory on that.
I think we have plans regardless. Do we not want to contact the burgomaster and hey, what do you really know? What's going on here? Why is your son dead? You bastard.
Listen, Jinx just throws daggers at people. So if you got someone you need a dagger thrown at, point him out. Jinx will do it.
All right, Valen, are you not interested in this, or how do we want to handle this?
Do we want to risk angering the burgomaster further?
Mm. I mean, that is a good point. However, I feel we are coming to a breaking point anyway.
Just if we do this, I just hope you can keep it from devolving to violence.
But violence is fun.
I believe we have means and opportunities to make sure it doesn't.
You trusted me, so I'll trust you. With the second, it seems like it's going to devolve into something more. We leave.
Let's try.
All right, then.
Should we do it in a public place?
I feel that would be worse. I fear as though that would rile the public into a sense of worry uh, and drastic misunderstandings. And as we are from out of town, I feel that would be perceived as a threat.
Oh, I just meant like a coffee shop or something.
Oh,
Not like
and
not like the town square, just so that we, because if we're on his turf, he might just go straight to violence because there's no witnesses.
I, I fear, I feel as though we can go about this in a way that we can avoid violence. I feel there are outside sources that want him dead, and we do not want to work with those sources, so we do not want him dead. And we can explain that in a way that everyone can make sense, and we can figure out what the best course of action for everybody is. There are windows and opportunities.
Okay, I'll trust you guys.
All right, take us there, Fred.
Okay. You you go to the burgomaster's mansion once more. And you would notice right away that there seems to be more guard presence here this morning. Not like a full crime scene investigation kind of guard presence, but there, for a place that is open doors, there seems to be some buzz going on.
We will go ahead and walk on in.
Yeah,
And
easily able to do so.
We wish to see the Burgomaster again. I realize this is again on short notice, as well as uh, poorly timed, given yesterday's occurrences. We wish to apologize and have a more dynamic discussion of things.
I will, I will have to. I will have to ask that you wait. He's currently meeting with some of the guard. It seems that there's been some sort of tragedy.
Ah, I see. Very well. Please,
And you
we are
are,
willing to wait if that helps.
yeah, you are led uh, to the den once more. Shoot. All right. What do you do now that you're waiting in den on the burgomaster to meet with you?
Um, right now, I believe we know the course that we want to take in terms of discussions. So I believe wait, maybe a drink of water would be in order. Make sure everybody's hydrated.
Jinx looks uncomfortable and is trying to stand in such a way as to just blend in with the background and not make
That makes
himself
sense.
super noticeable, because it has not escaped his notice that the day after he snuck in and out of the crime scene, now all of a sudden it's been brought to light that this guy's dead, and he's hoping he doesn't get framed for it and is just trying to be quiet and in the background.
It is a longer wait this time than yesterday's wait. And the burgomaster arrives, looking more harried, more frazzled than he did yesterday. And as soon as he notices who has called his attention, there is a sort of hardening of his expression.
So thank you again for your time. Uh, I want to extend an apology, as yesterday things did not go as smoothly as we would have wanted them to. Uh, we want to uh, make sure things are presented a little more friendly and a little more amicably in the situation. Is everything okay today?
Roll me a persuasion check here.
Not good at those.
You got it.
A 9.
It's almost average.
What business do you bring?
We wish to have more of a discussion with you concerning things. There are several avenues which have come to light recently, and we believe sharing of information with cards on the table of both parties would be within our best interests.
Are these the same interests that were driving you to ask questions about the Egypt?
They were, but not with concerns to if your son has caused any trouble, which we do not believe he has. That was rash and unreasonable to jump to yesterday. And again, we apologize for that.
Go ahead, roll another persuasion, this one with advantage.
Uh, eh, uh, we, as a show of good faith, we will put our cards down first. Uh, we have been contacted previously by an individual who is closer to the caller with Strahd uh, to enact danger and violence towards you uh, with promises of reward for doing such things. We do not wish to follow through on this as we believe it would destabilize the town and put many innocents in danger.
His eyes sort of narrow again. So you are willing to spare me?
Yes,
And he just nods.
we also believe that sparing you from harm will help spare this town from harm, and for the greater good, we believe that that is what is best.
I see. And what information is it that you think I can give you?
We need to know more about what you know about Strahd if there is anything you've left off the table. We believe we know he has constituents and leagues with all manner. Not to insinuate that you or yours are tied in that, but we need to have more insight as to what we are dealing with.
I know as any other true bound Barovian. Strahd, it's a devil, a thing of nightmares. Whatever you think I might have that could save you, I do not.
Do you know why he has such a penchant for our friend Irina? Everywhere we've gone, he's seemed to have something in the ways of keeping track of her, chasing her. It's been an ever present instance.
He cares for shiny things. He's a man of power. I understand.
Are you aware of anywhere that our friend Irina could have gone recently?
I do not keep tabs upon figures in the town unless I have reason to keep tabs upon. If you are wanting to find a specific figure, I suggest you turn to the hunters. They are adept at finding things.
Very well. That is sound advice, and we thank you for that.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
That's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
You would notice there's no attempts of deceit there, but you would notice a sort of suspicion that he seems to be carrying, as well as a bit of perhaps anger.
Am I able to tell if that suspicion and anger is directed towards us?
Oh, it most definitely is.
I thank you for this opportunity to sit with you and clear the air a bit. I'm sure as the days go on, as we look for our friends, if we have any questions, your continued hospitality and generosity in your affairs is much appreciated. And if there's anything we can do for you, likewise, we are more than happy to help.
I will keep that noted.
And I will look to my constituents and think that we will see ourselves out.
And yeah, as you open the door once more, the dogs are there, but this time instead of laying, they are standing ready. They don't seem to be growling. They do seem perhaps more alert than when you had seen them yesterday.
Do either of them react to Jinx?
Um, no, not really. Like, there is the sort of flare of nostrils as they catch scent of the figures walking by, but nothing that seems
These
entirely abnormal.
these dogs, they're quite a strong and interesting breed. Where did you get them?
They were a gift.
Who would give you such exquisite specimens of animals?
The father of my wife.
Ah, seems like a very well learned man.
And again, there's just sort of like the eyes on you.
I thank you for your time, good sir.
Yes.
And
It
take
will be
off.
well. Mhm.
All right, above table, I've got notes.
Yeah?
Me too.
Caught him in a lie. Need to know his wife's name. Go to the hunters to catch him in his lie, and then throw it in his fucking face.
Okay, my notes, my takeaways. He's probably keeping tabs on us because he
Probably.
said he keeps tabs on people that he has reason to. And secondly, when we admitted someone asked us to do him harm, he specifically asked, "So you'd spare me," implying that maybe we didn't spare his son. Um,
Well, we
so
didn't
I'm
hurt
pretty
ourselves.
sure he thinks, no, no, we didn't. Well, I mean, we did beat him up that one time, but we didn't kill him. But I'm pretty sure he thinks that we did kill him. Um, that's my takeaways.
Well, if he assumes it was us, then we can fix that because it wasn't. But you know, so I think we go to the hunters and make use of them to start tracking things down, as well as potentially giving us more information. We go in with a big heavy hit of we are looking for our good friend, and while traveling, we ask, "Hey, by the way, can you give us some information about this? We are interested about the town."
I mean, could work.
Especially since we are paying you.
Are you going to be paying them?
I would assume so. That's how goods and services work, Faye.
Yeah, but you could lie to them and then just not.
Uh, what am I, an asshole? Don't answer that.
How would they know that?
You mean you'll be paying them?
Sure, I'm fine with that. So that's our plan. I believe that's the best way to go about it. Let us make our way over to the hunters.
Which are at the inn,
Yes, good, very good.
Hopefully.
unless they are out on a hunt, as it is, the day.
Mm.
These are the same folks that helped us find the orphans.
Yes.
So they're pretty good.
They do keep to certain radius, though. They don't really go too far out of a certain mileage of the walls. Um, when you arrive at the inn and you look around, you would uh, notice that the faces of the hunters are not present. Now it is the middle of the day. Might be able to wait until dinner time to see if they come back as they have previous evenings. However, you would notice two other familiar faces. The Watcher Boys.
The Watcher Boys.
The sons of Lady Fiona Watcher. The ones that invited
Of,
you to dinner.
Oh,
of course they're
shit.
here. We brought the wine back. They kind of winos a little bit.
They are full-on frat boys. They drink whenever they can. One of them is like very obviously watching your group as you step through the doors, but the other one seems invested more in the cups in front of him.
I think there's more than one group keeping tabs on us.
Seems everyone should be keeping tabs on everybody at this point.
Do you say that out loud, like loud enough for other people to hear?
No, that was above table.
Oh, okay. So I would get like a few looks from the people having lunch here.
Yeah. Yeah. You keep tabs on him, and he keeps tabs on her, and she keeps tabs on him. Everybody's paying attention to everybody.
But if you're paying attention, I'm paying attention. Who's driving the wagon?
Driving the bus. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to try to think of how to articulate what I'm thinking. The guy that kept tabs on us, that was tailing us, that Jinx caught and confronted, that we then took to that abandoned house with the rats, who ended up working for Lady Watcher. I wonder if there's a way for us to pretend like we're taking Lady Watcher up on her offer and we ask her spy to like dig up information on the burgomaster. And then we do with it what we want, not necessarily use it to kill the guy, but I don't.
I feel like a big piece of the puzzle is finding out who the burgomaster's wife is, because he was very, you know, oh, I got him as a gift. Oh, who gave him to you? My wife's dad. Oh, okay, that's a very weird way of putting that, but sure. I didn't want to pry because I felt like I would be asking too many stupid questions about it, but I feel like if we figure that out, we get a big piece of the puzzle here. And I feel like that should be common enough knowledge as to who the burgomaster's wife is. I feel like if we ask around town, nobody's going to go, well, gee, when you put it that way, I don't really know.
Do you ask around about?
Sorry?
Do you ask around about his wife?
You keep cutting out.
Oh, god damn it! You ask about his wife.
Not right now.
Okay.
Not in a bar full of people. That feels a little bit odd.
I mean, it's not full. It's only lunchtime.
Hey, so that burgomaster's wife, am I right?
Yeah. Hey, everyone here on the count of 3, you all need to say the burgomaster wife's name. Yeah, no, we're not doing that, Faye. We're going to be a little more subtle and tactful about this.
I wouldn't stop you if you did.
Yeah, because you would like that, wouldn't you?
Did Did the woman in the nightgown look like Lady Watcher? Just out of curiosity.
No, the lady
Okay.
in the dressing gown looked like the lady next to uh the burgomaster in the picture that I sent her. Like,
I'm just checking.
yeah,
Maybe she's got a second house somewhere and she really wants someone to kill her husband. I don't know.
I think she would have led with that. Like, I need you to kill my husband.
You never know. I don't know. These these folks here have their own machinations and things. I don't know.
I do. I know. I know things. Alrighty, so what is. Are you waiting until the evening to see if they come back?
Yeah, I think the hunters are next.
They've been good so far. Okay. Then, while you wait, it is not terribly long. I mean, in the grand scheme of things. They come back not quite as sundown, about maybe 2 hours beforehand, um, to deliver what they had managed to successfully hunt that day. And then they will take their seats at a table and settle in for dinner.
I will approach their table,
Okay?
and better yet, I will buy the table. How many are sitting there?
Just the two of them. There's only two hunters.
Just the two hunters. All right, I'll buy a pitcher of wine to take over to them as a sit down offering
Mm-hmm.
and say, friends, thank you again for your work last time. I believe we have more work for you if you are interested.
Say chew on the wolf steak. Sort of work.
A tracking job if you are capable of such things.
What do you need us to try?
Um, we have a lock of hair. We are trying to find who it belongs to.
What you need is a dog for that.
You're right, we do, but as expert hunters and trackers, I assumed you might have it. Either have a dog or know someone who has a dog
We don't
and
need
would be willing to
dogs
assist.
for the hunting that we do.
Fair enough. Are you aware of somebody that might be able to lend their services on this?
Not in Valaki. Not anymore.
And why would that be?
Struck down. A unfortunate tragedy befell our breeders.
Could you tell me more on that?
Petrov was quite kept to himself, we'll say. With him, his wife, their daughter, and the dogs. When Petrov was arranging marriage between Lydia and Vargas, a dowry of 2 mastiffs were part of the arrangement. And shortly after, Homo Petrov.
Who was Petrov?
He was nobody, just a man who bred dogs, strong dogs to guard one's home. Keep eye on the kids.
Hmm. Well, you say nowhere in Lockett. Do you know of another group that might be able to help us in another city?
No, we keep to ourselves mainly. Though I'm sure you can find them. There are plenty of wolves. You could try and domesticate them with those for your purposes.
Well, I thank you for your time. Please enjoy the wine. It's yours all the same. And I wish you a good evening.
Good luck in your hunt.
Slight bow as I take him.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, they are unable to help us, but I did get the information that we are looking for.
What info did you get?
The father-in-law's name's Petrov. He is dead. He bequeathed the 2 mastiffs to the burgomaster, then promptly died shortly after.
Okay, was the can you say the name again of the guy that he was arranging the marriage with Lydia? I
Uh,
missed the guy's name.
Vargas.
Okay, yeah.
So, Petrov, Lydia, Petrov's dead. He was married. Anything else?
Um, Unfortunately, while they not may not be able to help us, they say there are others out there. They were less specific on where to find them, though I believe we might have options and opportunities that would lend us a chance to find what we need.
Okay. So rest and then another attempt in the morning, or do you do things in the evening? The town is asleep.
Do we want to? How far off are we from the circus crew or the traveling group? What's their name? Starts with a B.
The bard with his tiger.
No, not the bard with the tiger. It
The
was like a whole
Vistani?
group. Yeah, the ones that we got the tarot reading from.
They were back near the village of Barovia.
Oh, they're like gone, gone. Okay,
Yeah.
they're not traveling at all then.
They could be, but you don't know where they were traveling to. They didn't tell you that.
Well, damn, Faye. Okay,
There's other Vistani out here. You
all right.
literally saved one and brought her back to her father.
Brought it back.
Yeah, children. Ugh.
Well, okay, so we could go talk to them. Maybe they have some connections that could help us figure out where we're trying to
Now,
get going.
from
They
everything
seem
you've
like woo woo magic people.
from everything you've heard of Vistani from the Barovians, they are closely tied to Strahd. So just keep that in
Interesting.
mind.
However, a debt is owed.
Okay. So
Do we want to consider pursuing questioning the Vistani, or shall we go about this another way?
the Vistani could be interesting.
We don't know why Strahd wants Irina, do we?
Nope.
No.
No, I don't believe so.
And we have to go meet with the Dusk Elves anyway, who are at the Vistani camp outside of town.
Yeah,
There we go.
there's
That's
that
pretty good.
one dusk elf that you kind of promised to take to the Amber Temple.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Look, a debt is owed, and we owe a debt. That seems like where our next, our next line of questioning and action should be.
All right.
Maybe we let things cool off around here.
You know, that might be pretty good.
Either that or is it gonna look suspicious AF that we book it out of town immediately after Isaac is found dead.
Isaac
I
is
mean, look, yeah,
Isaac's
it's got no proof.
found murdered. That much is
We don't,
obvious.
as far as he knows, we don't even know about that. Unless he was to assume we did it.
After a group of outsiders comes asking about his proclamations and whereabouts.
We didn't even know where he was, and he's dead in that house. That's the last place we would look.
Which is why you came there asking the questions of where he might be. Last place one might look.
We just wanted, yeah, we had questions. We wanted to talk to him, and all of a sudden, he ends up. We wanted to talk to him. We didn't want to kill him. Duh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Faye, you stop this.
You know what? I think I will pause this. As we will pick up with a trip to the Vistani either in the evening or in the morning with our next session.
mm.
Mhm.